Okay, I'm a little in a rush. I am recording this podcast with someone, but good morning. Sorry, starting this off in a rush. That's so rude of me. I thought I would just bring you guys along on my day today. We have some fun activities. Emery and I are fasting. As a lot of you guys know, I fast on the second day of every month. I just do this for the animals and to bring awareness, but okay, I'm joining the podcast right now. Yeah, definitely. So when I first moved into the van, I went on a trip with my friend Emery, and that's how we started off the trip, was like a week or two with her, and then I was alone in the van for a few months, a long time actually, maybe the longest stretch of me being alone. And it was also in the beginning of me traveling in the van, so there were a lot of challenges with that, feeling lonely and kind of uprooted and out of my comfort zone because I was in this new place I had never been. I didn't really know the ropes to being on the road. I didn't have any friends or anyone to kind of understand like what to do, I guess. Honestly, there are so many challenges to living in a van that I feel like are not talked about enough online. And I'm sure this is for any niche. Like, everything is kind of glamorized online in general. With van life, I definitely see online how it overlooks so many challenges that for me really do kind of impair my day-to-day life, and I wouldn't trade it for the world. Like, this is what I'm doing right now. I'm so grateful to be able to experience these things, and I wouldn't be able to if I didn't have a van. But I think loneliness and not having roots and not having the ability to kind of create a schedule in a way, like of course you can create a schedule, but it's much harder when everything is changing. Okay, that was so fun actually. I really enjoyed that. I don't know if the podcast will be up when this video comes up, but if it is, I will leave it in the description so you guys can go check it out. Right now I am parked at Emery's place. That's her little home. I just spent the last few minutes writing this caption that I'm going to post on Instagram for Animals First on the 2nd. I do this basically every time because it's kind of like a call to action. I'm doing this to bring awareness. The problem is that humans have victimized animals to such a degree that they are not even considered victims. They are not considered at all. They are nothing. They don't count. They don't matter. They are commodities like TV sets and cell phones. We have actually turned animals into inanimate objects, sandwiches, and shoes. Gary Yourofsky. Today I am fasting alongside activists around the world to bring awareness to the billions of farmed animals that are tortured, enslaved, and killed for food. These animals suffer. They scream. They feel pain. How foolish we are as a society to believe we have the right to someone else's body, to someone else's life. How foolish we are to destroy our planet to produce foods that are killing us. But ultimately, these animals are not food. They are not products, not inanimate objects like a TV or a bed, a sandwich or a burger. They are sentient beings just like us. They have personalities just like dogs, cats, and horses do. They have their own likes and dislikes. They are individuals. Today I am not eating. I am doing this because animals in factory farms are starved for their last 24 to 48 hours of life. I'm doing this because humans in these industries are exploited too. Slaughterhouse workers suffer from PTSD, alcoholism, drug abuse, and depression at rates comparable to combat veterans and participants in genocide. I am fasting today because COVID came from humans eating animals. 60% of all human diseases come from animals, and the vast majority are from farm animals. We need to stop eating animals if we want to prevent future pandemics from happening. I'm also fasting today for all the human beings who are starving around the world. Cornell University estimates that the US could feed about 800 million people with the grain we now feed our livestock. Can we just take a moment to process that? We could almost end world hunger today if we began feeding people instead of farm animals. I realize we are all on our own individual journeys. Many of you reading this may not be vegan or may not feel ready to make that shift. But I challenged myself today to fast, and I have a challenge for you too if you're willing. I challenge you to eat vegan for the rest of the day. If you need any advice or recipes, please reach out and tag me to any delicious vegan recipes you guys make today. it's gonna give me serious food envy, but I will be so happy to see you guys enjoying vegan delicious meals that help the planet, the animals, and your health.
How are you doing today with your fast, Sarah?
Good, how are you?
Good. I feel powerful.
I don't mind rain or shine. You can always take my time. Throw it up against the wind. I'll thread it through your everything. And I don't care day or dark. You can always have my heart. 'Cause ever since I tripped on you,
It is 11:57. We have 3 minutes. Oh, it's full.
when the house is quiet, when the halls are dark, when an empty freeway with no one but the stars. Everybody's moving, but you're standing still.
Here, I'm gonna clean a little bit, and then I'm gonna go work out today, and yeah, and then I just have some work to do today. Okay, so I thought I would answer some of you guys' questions. I've really been enjoying doing this, and I've heard that you guys have too, so I got some really good ones this time too. So Felicia Felly said, are you Asian? Yes, I am half Chinese. Chantal P said, where are your parents still living? And if so, when do you go visit them? So this was commented on one of my videos when I was traveling with Emery and Taylor. They were just there for that trip. They were visiting me. They went back to be at home where their families live, and I live in my van full time. So I'm always traveling and my parents are in one spot. But yes, I do go visit them. Because of everything that happened with the pandemic and everything like that, it's been almost a year since I've seen them, but I'm actually here in their area where they live, visiting them, seeing them, and getting all that precious time in before I get back on the road. Someone said the mac and cheese looks so good. What's the recipe? I am filming recipe videos while I'm here, and I have Emery and my parents' kitchen to use, so be on the lookout for that. That's going to be so great because so many of you guys have been asking for so long, and I just haven't had the kitchen space and the supplies and the space to do it. So okay, silver-haired vegan said, would you ever consider doing an art tour video, like show us all your past pieces? Actually, that's such a great idea, and I'm gonna do that right now. So I have all of this stuff that was art when I was a kid. Basically, ever since I was a kid, I wanted to be an artist. I have videos of me winning art awards since I was so young. I have some of the art awards here. This was when I was in kindergarten. Here, it has a bunch of questions, and it says, what I want to be when I grow up. I want to be a singer or an artist or an author. But yeah, I loved art since I was a kid. I always wanted to be an artist or a writer or a painter. And then later when I learned about photography and videography, of course that was in the mesh. Anything that was creative and artistic, that was the career I wanted to pursue. These are all my paintings. I feel like I didn't have really necessarily a concrete style. I just kind of let the art evolve, and I was really trying a lot of new things. So I tried this picture with charcoal of an old man. I tried kind of surrealism and a lot of blending with this oil painting of a landscape. The landscapes really appealed to me. And then I went through a phase with acrylic and colorful portraits and things like that. And I also dabbled with watercolors too. So yeah, I kind of have a wide array of art that I've experimented with in terms of painting and stuff like that. And some canvases are actually quite large as well, which is, it's really cool to be back home or my parents' home and be able to see my pieces again and kind of reconnect with them, and wish I had the space to have big canvases in the van and paint on them. I do really miss that. I have sold a lot of my best pieces, which I actually really regret because I think I sold them for too cheap. I don't think that it was a fair price for me for the time I put in and all my energy and skills and creativity. Yeah, I don't know, I just didn't know my worth as an artist, I don't think, and I still don't think I fully do, but that's why I'm not selling paintings right now, I guess. Hi, Juniper. Hi. Do you like it in here?
Hi, baby. I could totally have a cat in a van.
Yeah, you could. Hey, Junie. Damn, that's fucking good. The pesto makes it so good. Emery and I think we're drunk. Oh my god!
You're just extremely smelling this shit, and it doesn't actually smell that bad, and you're making it bad. And whenever we drink it, we're gonna taste it because of your negativity. I'm not kidding. You should do some introspection there.
You're right.
That is all vodka.
My belly rumbled.
No, your throat did. It was like.
No, it was my belly.
All right.
Emery voted today.
Sarah voted today.
How do you feel about it?
I feel good.
We are gonna play a game of. Are you feeling uncomfortable?
I want June to be comfy.
I think we almost need cards that we show our names. Okay, I want a blankie. Blankie. Who is most likely to fart in public? Who's most likely to win a Nobel Peace Prize? Who's most likely to kill themselves after a heartbreak?
Neither.
Neither of us, yeah. Who's most likely to obsess over a celebrity? You think you?
Only when someone else obsesses. Do we drink every time we're correct?
Okay.
But that's every time. I feel like we know each other so well.
Who's most likely to lie to the police?
No, I meant this, sorry.
Oh, you meant you?
I lie to the police.
Who's most likely to live alone on an island?
You said me.
No, I said. Oh, I meant me. Who's most likely to remain single forever? I don't know why I think it would be you.
It would totally be me.
Yeah.
Because of my expectations.
Who's most likely to marry a closeted gay friend? Yeah, I think so too.
There's no doubt. I didn't even have to think about it. I was like, it's already on here.
Who's most likely to get a face tattoo? Most likely to get robbed.
I got robbed. I actually got robbed. My house got broken into by, I think, a construction worker. He was literally stalking me. Waited till I left. Literally within 5 minutes, I went to school. He knocked down my door, went through my roommate's room, took all of her condoms, every sexual thing, laid it all out on the bed, and then went through all of our drawers and only stole our jewelry out of everything. He's most likely to get away with murder.
I'm a terrible liar, yeah.
Do you think I'm a good liar? This is a cheers for myself being a great liar. Look, it says you have 0 minutes for recording. Do you see it flickering?
I have such bad hiccups, I can't stop.
And you have no percentage on your camera. Okay, here you go. I know exactly what it is. Your water bottle thingy. Wait, there's one more thing. Ta-da! This is a universal lens cap, and it's water resistant and it works on any lens. And so instead of using your sock, you just put this over your lens and boom,